Hi, welcome to Laura's View and Tarot 2. I'm really glad you're here. So is my co-host, Alieska, who's in the background there. Usually she's camera shy, so usually Chloe you see more often. Today's date is Monday, February 6th, 2023. And in this video, I thought it might be nice to do a tarot exploration of last night's Grammy Awards show. Let me show you an article that is on Gateway Pundit that kind of is a synopsis of what happened last night. Okay, a song by the name of Unholy and an accompanying routine to that song was presented. And I'm going to be scrolling because there's a couple spots I wanted to point you out to this, okay? So if that bothers you, I'll tell you when I've stopped. I didn't want to watch the whole thing. I try to be careful what goes in my brain, but it does show here on this this particular comment, which was from somebody's Twitter, that right at the end, just in with all the unholy background, it was brought to you by Pfizer. How fitting is that? Scrolling again. Okay. It was sponsored by Pfizer, and the comments have been made that it was blatant indoctrination, not just normalization, but indoctrination. First, you make it normal for people to consider whatever the outrageous topic might be. Then you start indoctrinating into them that it should be part of your norm too. Okay, I'm scrolling, and the one that I found really chilling down here was Sam Smith said this is going to be special at the Grammys, and CBS, you may want to avoid them in the future, said you can say that again, we are ready to worship. Unholy worship. How's that? So it makes me want to ask the cards. Obviously, in their bid for sensationalism and fame and notoriety, we've often heard that our media, entertainment, big names have all made deals. And that is a personal choice that I'm willing to just say, okay, hopefully they will see the light and then head to the light. But I want to ask, these televised theatrics, whether it is the Grammys, halftime shows, whatever, are they trying to program and normalize, program and indoctrinate typical humans? Is there is it a worship type of thing where they steal and acquire energy that they wouldn't otherwise have? I think it's an interesting question, and let's see what the cards want to tell us. Okay, last night's Grammys in particular, but also halftime shows like at the Super Bowl. Are those actually ceremonies, and are they ceremonies designed to harvest energy or to indoctrinate, or what? Okay, our first card is the Knight of Swords. Then the Five of Swords. Two of Swords. Magician. Queen of Cups. Page of Wands, and Six of Swords. Okay, well, I found it interesting what cards showed up and what cards didn't show up. I fully expected to see the old devil card show up here. But our question was, are these ceremonies at like the Grammys last night or Super Bowl halftimes, things like that, are those harvesting occasions? Are they attempting to harvest or indoctrinate or other? And we were asking for that advice. Now, right away, look, there are so many swords showing up in this reading. Here's what I'm getting, just an overview. Yes, they are trying to manipulate our thoughts and manifest their vision of what our world should be, which is basically hell on earth. All right. But we're also getting a nod here that we're wise to be waking up and asking these questions and noticing, because simply by, again, as I keep saying, observing events changes them. So whatever their intention is, if we're aware of that intention, we can, through our free will, make sure that that isn't what ends up being manifested. So let's take a look now at the cards that led me to that general conclusion. Our question was indicated by the Knight of Swords. Okay. Knight of Swords is all about forward motion. And remember, swords are the written and spoken word, our thoughts, our words in written and spoken form. And that includes the entertainment industry. Okay. Now, here again, we've got clarifier over here with a 5 of Swords, showing that it wasn't as successful as they hoped it would be. And part of it is people like you and I that are awake to that aren't tuning in to start with. Or like I did watch a 26-second clip and I said, that's enough for my brain. I got it. Okay, in the recent past, we have the Two of Swords showing up. And this is one of a card of patience. And they have exhibited patience in trying to outrun their plan. And it has been very frustrating for them that it is being thwarted so successfully. Okay. A little advice here for us with the blindfold on this lady here is to use our other senses, our discernment. Okay. Not to get sucked into just because something is billed as entertainment to think it's harmless. Okay. In the present, we have the Magician. Again, where I said I thought they were trying to manifest something, they were trying to harvest. Since they weren't going for fear on this particular entertainment thing, they were trying to harvest some energy. They are getting in short supply because remember, it's not just the substance that's concocted. It is our loosh from being fearful, from being anxious, from being any negative emotion that is cultivated in us was snack food and gourmet food. Okay. So they wanted that frenzy, that sexual adrenaline frenzy to be happening with this particular ceremony with the Grammys. Let's look at the near future and see what some advice is. Queen of Cups is showing up. She is all about emotional intelligence. And when are you using emotional intelligence? When you use your discernment. Okay. And by the use of our discernment, we're being told, okay, that first of all, we've got some favorable outcomes to look forward to if we do, because this is one of cautious optimism. And again, we're steering our world and hopefully our families and our loved ones away from this type of agenda and into healthier and more informed entertainment choices, thought patterns, belief systems, whatever it might be, healthier ones that are considered and not just indoctrinated. Let's get a couple more cards and see what's going on. King of Swords showing up. Now, since this isn't a political read per se, he's not necessarily indicating white hats, but could be the alliance because we have some off-world energy that's very much helping us wake up, open our eyes, and just be more careful mental consumers of what we consider and accept and view as inevitable or undefeatable. Hey, the moon shows up. Okay, their days are numbered. We know that. Okay, we know that. Now, with the moon card, it often indicates a loss of life, or a loss of an era, a hope, a reign, and that's definitely what's happening with the cabal and these ceremonies that they bill as entertainment. Okay, a little more insights and advice. Let's see what's going on here. Okay, we've all battled, whether it's to stand firm in our health choices or be the only member of our family that's awake. Okay, it's been a battle, but it's been a worthwhile one, and we're not done yet, and we're ready for more if it's needed. Okay, and just a little nod here with the Four of Cups. There can be some hidden blessings in all this. The waking up, the knowing that, hey, that's not entertainment, that's a worship ceremony. CBS even blatantly, outwardly said that, that they were ready to worship. Okay, so we don't want to be so focused on A, B, and C that we miss D, whether it's a look here, not there, or just sometimes subtle shifts and changes. So let's recap. According to the cards, there is a ceremony involved. Yes, these are ceremonies, and they are worship ceremonies. They are trying to harvest a certain type of energy and instill certain belief patterns or emotions in us. And just by being aware of that, we can keep that from being an unintended consequence for ourselves and those around us. We have a lot more power than we've ever been led to believe, or they wouldn't be working so hard to try to control our thought patterns, our beliefs. They really wouldn't. Okay. And I found it also heartening that we didn't have a major arcana show up like the devil card there. I truly believe what I'm hearing is that there has been some very evil energy that's been banished from our planet. Underlings are trying to fill the vacuum, fill the void, try to act like everything's copacetic and there's nothing to worry about. And yeah, they're down to minions jockeying, hoping for a little power and maybe a resurgence. And it's up to us to make sure that doesn't happen. How can we do it? By living our best lives, by being kind, having our eyes open, not turning away from hard truths, but not wallowing in them either. Going, yeah, that sucked. That was a really horrible thing to learn about. Okay. I'm never going to say it's okay. I'm not going to participate in anything that supports that. Okay. And I'm also not going to pretend like it couldn't possibly be true. Because unfortunately, even these hardest truths that we face as we wake up have been true. I have never gone down a rabbit trail and found it to be completely false. I wish some of them were. And as our world changes for the better, eventually those rabbit trails will end up being nothing burgers. Right now they're not. And that's just the way it is. Okay, but we're in it to win it because it's for the kids, for the children, for the little ones. It is for humanity to have a much better future than certain figures wanted us to have. We're ready to claim our race right. And that right is to be free and sovereign and growing towards our best potential without artificial hindrances. I believe that completely, and I hope you do too. In the meantime, keep smiling. Be as careful what you put in your brain from the media as you are what you put in your body for your food and your supplements. And let's keep ourselves healthy and wise. Wealthy, I think it's coming, but we can definitely go for the healthy and the wise part of it, can't we? Until next time, I send you love and light and hope that you're having a fabulous, fabulous day and start to your week. Bye.